Let me just read these questions through. Okay, how do we know the timing of God? How do we know the timing or God's timing for our relationships? Courtship. What is court? Court. Judge. Go to court. Go to court. Date. Courtship. To judge the matter, if it's his will. And you have to allow, and this is a secret, you have to allow the natural course of life to roll, a season to roll, seasons to roll, and trust that God will show up what he needs to show up in the seasons. And you need eyes of discernment, because you have to know what you're seeing when you're looking at it. Whew. Say it.
God will show you who your spouse, who you're going to be with, and he'll show you in the courtship what they have, and you'll ignore it because you just want to get married. And then once you ignore that they got anger issues and they got insecurity issues, they can't keep a job, you know what I mean? They mouth is just bad. You ignore all that because you just want to walk down the aisle in your white dress. But once you get married, that stuff is going to illuminate. And it's going to be the same thing that God showed you, that you should have waited a little longer as God processed the two of you, opposed to jumping in it too quick. And then when y'all get in it, it's hard to process together. So the thing that y'all should have waited on to process outside of marriage actually destroys the marriage once you say I do, because you didn't wait. So God will always show you who you're dealing with before you marry that person. You will see it, but like he said, you have to make sure that when you see it, you know what you're looking at, instead of saying, oh, that was just today because I made him mad. But why did he get out the car and stump and slam the door and leave you in the car by yourself? Do you think that's going to get better once you get a paper? No, that's going to get worse when you say I do. Yeah. He going to start locking you out the house. He ain't going to be coming home. Yeah. It's going to get worse. So you have to be true with yourself and be honest and say, if God has given me this person, man or woman, if he gave him or her to me, I'm going to get him. I don't have to rush in it to make sure that I'm going to seal the deal. And so you have to be honest with yourself to say, you know what? You know, Carl got an anger problem. And he always making excuses of why he can't keep a job. You know what? She got a problem with her mouth and she has no respect. And she always talking about she this way because her father treated her that way. And then she don't know and she just can't hold her mouth. She just going to be who she is. Well, when you marry, that's what you going to get. So slow down, pump your brakes and say, you know what? Instead of going into hell when I get married, I'm going to process hell out of me. So when I get married, it'll be the promised land.
This is why women should hold tight and let a man develop and not marry too early, because a man would do his greatest searching at the beginning of a relationship. He would do his greatest searching for deliverance, for breakthrough, to become what he believes he needs to be for a woman at the beginning of his relationship. Not that he won't do it while he's married, but sometimes it's just difficult. Because now you have years of problems and difficulties and stuff that you don't like, and you do it in the face of. This woman, this woman is, getting on my nerves, and I'm tired of her, and this, that, and the other. And I see all her character flaws and this, that, and I want to change, but yet I keep seeing her. It slows down my potential, takes away my ability to maximize my deliverance. Come on now. So, and it works on both sides. It works from a woman's perspective towards a man. She doesn't want to necessarily maximize in the face of that spouse that's good for nothing anyhow.